grouping, like you are married women from another country,
Yeah, so she can come.
and then she come here to
She comes
do.
here.
Yes. En
Okay.
français, tu dis regrouping.
Regroupement familial.
Voilà. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dit?
Yeah.
Regroupe de familial.
So you go to back to Gaza, or you want your wife to come to live here?
Non, elle va venir ici.
But you know her?
Non. Mon père, elle a renseigné sur elle.
Yeah.
Après, elle va te proposer. Tu acceptes ou tu vas pas accepter.
And will you accept?
Pas encore.
It's illegal in Belgium.
C'est
Illegal in Belgium.
on forçait de marier avec un
No, it's
fille.
illegal to marry just to bring somebody to a country.
Ah non, c'est pas juste pour venir ici.
Ah!
Non, pour moi, me marier.
But you better know her before.
Oui,
Ah, okay.
je suis pas malade.
Okay, I
Pour prendre
misunderstood.
mon argent, après elle va dire ciao, ciao.
Yeah, okay.
Je suis arrivé en Belgique. Non, c'est pas.
It exists, huh?
Oui, je sais. Les Marocains se fait comme ça.
Yeah, yeah.
Il y a
Okay,
plein.
fine.
Ok. Tout d'abord, administration, étape administrative, non mentir, elle est toujours inscrite chez actrice. Moi, je suis avec actrice. Je suis de cours de néerlandais là-bas. Elle est toujours soutenir, financer, oui, par CBS. Mais ce moment-là, ils sont fous, CBS. Je parle sur mon intégration jusqu'à maintenant.
So you got it from the CPS?
Oui.
Yes, okay, from CPS?
Oui.
Okay.
Elle est toujours de nouveaux besoins spécifiques, logement, handicap, santé. Non.
No.
J'ai pas besoin.
Okay.
Étape projet professionnel, due, permettez d'identifier précise projet professionnel. À peu près, oui. Je peux dire par 88%. Je veux savoir qu'est-ce que je dois faire. Si oui, la prochaine étape, ils sont clairs, clairement identifiés. Je pense oui.
Moi, je pense non, mais ok.
Ils sont clairs. La prochaine étape. Oui, je dois finir mon master. Après, j'arrive de niveau très bien en la langue. Mais le but, c'est pas clair, c'est le domaine. Tu vois, j'étais focalisé dans peu que dans.
Excuse-moi, je réponds à Vincent, il est 9h. Hein.
Ok. Votre Dieu touché ses fins, comment vous préparez les suites? Attestation, c'est tous les deux ne sont pas concernés par chacun.
Alors, donc toi tu dis, si les prochaines étapes sont clairement identifiées, elles sont quoi les prochaines étapes?
La prochaine étape,
oui, c'est quoi?
Je vais finir mon master, à peu près, je suis 30. L'examen, c'est fini en fin de août.
Ton master, en fait.
Oui. Tout l'examen, j'espère je vais réussir, je ne vais pas arrêter. J'ai reçu toutes mes notes. J'ai passé tout l'examen, j'ai réussi par tous, mais j'ai encore un.
Ok.
Je n'ai pas encore faire.
Donc, finir ton master, c'est puis?
Ah oui, après, je dois écrire ma mémoire. Après, fini. Après, dans la période que j'écris ma mémoire, je suis de cours de néerlandais. J'ai 12 niveaux en néerlandais. Après, j'ai fini tout le cours pour le travailler.
Oui.
J'ai 12.4 de néerlandais. Après, j'essayais de comprendre plus si je veux travailler dans une boîte business analyst. Qu'est-ce que j'ai besoin? C'est plus de la langue, c'est quoi l'expérience ou les compétences que je besoin faire, d'apprendre. Ça, je fais que les. Si c'est toujours bloqué par là, je veux changer parce que
Tu quoi?
je veux changer
Changer quoi?
d'autres domaines.
C'est-à-dire?
C'est-à-dire, je peux faire une computer science. Commencer à faire des études encore. Mais j'espère que je ne vais pas arriver à ce niveau. J'espère. Je
Et tu dis
peux.
en quoi? Tu dis en computer science?
Yes, cybersecurity. Faire un an au blading. Mais j'espère
Tu as
que
quel âge au fond?
27.
Ok.
Pour ça, je suis père.
Tu es quoi?
Je suis père. Pour aller cette étape, ça veut dire que je dois prendre un an. Je vais arriver 29 à peu près. 30. Je vais arriver 30. Je travaille pas. Je toujours essayer de faire des choses. Tu vois. J'espère que je vais pas arriver de ce niveau. Mais ça, le niveau, c'est très très loin. J'espère que je vais pas arriver de cette étape. Tu vois. Tu te comprends?
Oui, je comprends.
Oui. Euh,
Pourquoi
parce
moi je dis non? C'est parce que l'objectif de duo, c'est que
trouver un job.
euh, quand tu dis le duo a-t-il permis d'identifier le projet professionnel, je
Ça veut
pense
dire
que
te
oui.
trouver.
Attends, je pense que oui. Mais ce que tu me dis là, c'est pas un projet professionnel.
Mais c'est quoi? Mais pour arriver de projet professionnel, tu dois avoir de bagages.
Oui, mais tu as un bagage pour moi qui est plus que suffisant pour trouver un
Non,
job.
ça pour vous, mais pour des entreprises, c'est pas suffisamment.
Je ne partage pas ton analyse.
Vous comprenez?
Je comprends très bien, mais je ne suis pas d'accord.
Non, oui, je sais. Si je fais plus de choses, mais des entreprises, c'est qu'est-ce que j'ai appris par Dieu? Dans le niveau de communication, j'ai, je sais, j'ai changé hein, de comprendre plein de choses. De niveau de communication, c'était vraiment, je veux pas, j'ai identifié ça seulement. Tu vois, ça m'a aidé.
Let's switch to English because it's easier, because it's important. You say what you learn at Duo is that your communication is insufficient or bad. Is that?
No, it's highlighted my communication styles.
Yes.
It's not good.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not
Fine.
good.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I identify that. Also, the body language during different interviews.
What do you say about language?
Body language.
Ah, the body language.
The
Okay.
body
Okay. Okay.
language.
Okay.
How you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and yes, listening that I speak a lot for some point is useless to speak a
Okay.
lot.
Okay.
This is now when I have interview,
Yeah.
when she say okay, I stop direct.
Okay.
I hear okay, I don't talk anymore. Or
I'm very happy that you get that.
when she said listen,
Yeah.
I shut up my mouth. I don't
Okay.
pronounce any word.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't. Je me titouillais là, titoie, like je me fais
So
pas.
let's continue in English because it's easier, I think. Okay, I tell you, frankly, I'm very happy to hear that because that was my main issue. Uh, it's, as you know, we discussed already very often. It was very difficult for me to understand why you were not accepted in a job. Considering what I understood from your profile, I say this guy is going to find a job very quickly. Uh, and it was very difficult for me to identify that. When it was identified, I wasn't sure that you get the message. Uh, so I'm happy to hear that you really realize that you need to adapt your communication style.
Yes.
Okay, fine, but that was let's go back to the prof. That's why I say that what you're telling for me about the professional project, what you say, you want to confirm your competence. Okay, fine, but that is it's only increasing the competence. It's not yet a professional project.
Yeah, because I always feel blocked. Why? I apply, and then
I think I blocked because lack of communication and lack of understanding the
and also
the
language barriers.
um
Parce que
yes.
dans le domaine de business, elle va toujours parler avec le client.
Yes, but that's
Si tu
no,
parles
yeah,
pas
no, no,
bien la
no.
langue,
That's I think no. I understand what you say, but you have in a professional project. I think you have different stages, and the final stage that you say, I want to be a business analyst. I want to be fluent in Dutch and French. That's fantastic targets. Okay, but if you have to wait that at the end of that target to fulfill all these competence, you will go door and door and you still don't have a job. So I think that's the target you have to be, but you have to define some steps. And the first step is that you have the competence you have, perfect in English, very good in French, good in Dutch. With these competences where you miss some, what can I do? What job can I apply for? You see what I mean?
ouais, qu'est-ce que savoir faire, savoir être.
Uh,
Savoir être, on
no,
est
no, no,
connu.
no, no, no. That's correct, but that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. You are here, okay?
Yes.
Fine. You
Vous avez le
savoir
bagage.
savoir faire, okay. Savoir être to improve, okay? Okay, fine. Then you define your competence. You have some competences in business analyst. I'm not the good guy to, and you have some competence in English perfect, French okay, Dutch more or less okay. Here's what you want to do. You want to be an experienced business analyst. You want to be fluent in English, in French, in Dutch. Okay, you want to find a job, but you are not yet there. What step in the meantime? Because the objective is to find a job. Okay, that's the ideal job.
Yeah.
Or today you don't have the competences for this ideal job, and as you said very cleverly, the savoir-être, you still have to improve, or at least to prove that you are better. Okay, so which job can you apply here with the competences that you have? That's my question. And so the professional project is to identify this job. Uh, could it be in development or could it be a job with the competences you have? Maybe less contact with customer because your Dutch and your French are not yet enough for having a real customer contact, but your English is perfect. So I think that you can find a job where you say, okay, you work in English, you need some competences in French and or Dutch, but the main job will be in English.
Yes.
You see what I mean? So the professional project, I think, for you is more to define how you can get a job with your current competences than to say, ideally, that's what I want to have. And that's why I say that for me, the professional project is not yet defined because we haven't defined here which job today can you apply for?
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
You are always, and it's nice to be very ambitious, to say that's where I want to be. I think we discussed that already. I gave you the example
Yes.
of a guy saying, I want to be there.
Yeah,
How do I get there? And
you
he
draw that.
interview people and I say, oh, I did first that, and I first before that I did that. And the guy say, okay, I'm going to apply there because I know that after that I will be able to apply there and then to apply there and then finally to reach my goal.
Ouais.
And so that's why I say no. But okay,
Oui, je suis d'accord.
okay, no. So you say 80%. Yes, you have a clear idea of what you want to be, but in the meantime, the objective at duo, either you say, okay, I'm not looking for a job, I want to pursue and to develop my competences, but
Non,
that's not duo,
non,
the objective of
mon
duo.
but, c'est de trouver un travail.
Okay, so they say, yes, the target is perfect, but how to reach it? How to reach with a job?
Yes.
Ok, fine. Next, une demande d'équivalence de diplôme a-t-elle été introduite ou obtenue? Not applicable.
Ça veut dire quoi?
Ça veut dire quoi?
On demande. Mais
L'équivalence de diplôme.
je vais pas faire j'ai un diplôme de belge.
Sorry, pardon?
J'ai un diplôme, j'ai pas besoin équivalent.
No, but you have a master in Spain?
No, bachelor degree.
And is that recognized in Belgium?
Yes.
And the degree that you have in Gaza,
Yes.
is it recognized?
Yes, I have
Okay, fine.
certification.
So it's okay. Les compétences acquises par membre peuvent être validées.
Ah, ça, la compétence de courir par mentir, on a été être validé. Mais communication, ce n'est pas validé parce que je sais pas, qu'est-ce que tu trouves c'est validé?
Alors, I go back to what I need, savoir-faire, the hard skills. Hard skills. Excellent, but not validated. Agree?
Oui.
Because I'm not competent. And that's Vincent and Orden here. You're with me?
Yes.
The soft skills. I would say yes. Did you contact the center now that I sent you the...
Non, parce que je suis curieux par l'examen, je ne vais pas prendre d'autres rendez-vous.
Okay. Yes, to be confirmed. No, what? I don't know. Sorry.
C'est quoi?
Yeah. Moi, je crois que I think you had you have a soft skills issue with communication, body language, and especially with, I would say, the local, with communication code. How to act with people.
Communication code.
In the intervention I had.
Par exemple, j'étais très mal à l'aise.
Quoi?
J'étais très mal à l'aise quand je parle avec deux filles.
Tu es mal à l'aise quand tu parles
Oui, avec les filles.
avec les filles.
Oui.
It's probably part of the problem, but that's not, I would say that's not the problem that we have.
Non, bah, tu parles communication code. What I mean here, for example, the code for greeting, the code for meeting
Give you an
people.
example. If I'm an interviewer and you jump on your phone, he kill you.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes, for example.
It's not a good example because I don't care. I understand that maybe it can be urgent, but for example, it's a guy who said that modesty is a very important quality. People, but maybe I can understand it's different in other countries, and especially in your country. I think I don't know much about the Arab's code, but in Belgium, a guy will appreciate that the guy who is doing the interview, that the guy who applied for a job is brilliant, but he will not appreciate that he showed up too much, saying that gives the impression that you say to your counterpart, "I'm more brilliant than you are."
Ouais.
It's very touchy, it's very sensitive. But you give the impression when we met 2 or 3 times, I told you, your hard skills, you are impressive. Okay. uh, but the interviewer would probably say, okay, this guy is competent, but will he be able to work with people that are less competent than he are? You see what I mean?
Ouais.
It's very difficult to explain.
I understand. Like he preferred to work with someone he has less competence, harder skills,
Yeah,
but he has more communication skills and soft skills more better than you.
exactly.
And that
You get it.
point, he would prefer to work with these guys because this is as hard is important, also safety is important.
Exactly.
If you you have this 50 and have 60, they will not take you.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly. I confirm, Mohammed, what I think. You understand very quickly what I mean, much better than I express it. Okay. So what was that? Les compétences ont été validées. Été validées. I would say yes, because they speak about competences. Let's go to the second question. Doit-il
Doit,
développer de nouvelles compétences?
si oui, lesquelles? IT, compétences, techniques, tu vois?
I would say soft skills.
Oui,
No?
oui,
Huh?
oui.
Hard skills? I don't know.
Hard skills,
I think you know better than I do which hard skills you will miss for a certain job.
yeah,
I have nothing to learn to you.
yes.
Maybe you will
But
get
yes, you know,
more information from Vincent or from Geneviève.
oui.
Connaît-il, elle, les organismes où apprendre et où pratiquer l'une ou l'autre des langues nationales? Oui.
Oui.
Okay. Est-il inscrit une formation en lien avec son projet professionnel? Oui.
Oui.
Langue.
Préparer l'entrée à sélection pour l'information.
Dans langue, autre formation. Now you say that you wanted to develop Do you think today that you miss some competences to get a job?
I think I am able, je suis capable de faire. Mais qu'est-ce que tu vas déjà dire? Quel type de travail? I would say I am able to work. What I have right now, I would able to work. I would able to find a job. It's not, uh, but in some point, I don't understand from companies. Or myself. That's make me lost. You understand what I mean? No.
Say it again.
I said, what I have right now, I believe in myself. I am able to work. I'm able, je suis capable de travail.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Bah, qu'est-ce que j'ai à voir ce mot-là? Qu'est-ce que j'ai? J'ai de compétences par ce niveau.
Yeah.
Je suis capable de trouver un travail. Mais quel type de travail? Ça le problème.
I totally agree. What I wrote down just before, what you need to identify which job you can apply for with your current competences.
Yes.
We agree? Is that
Yes.
that's for me
The ideal.
the issue.
Yes.
It's not to apply for a job. And remember what I told you is that you applied for tens of applications. What you miss, I think, is to look at the application if there was something that could be an issue. For example, I would say a stupid thing, you apply for a business application and you didn't see or it wasn't written
It's
that you
written.
should be fluent in French. Okay?
All the job.
Okay.
Soit French or soit Netherlands.
So maybe that are not the good job you had to apply for with your current competences. What you were saying, I will be able to do that and I will learn on the job.
Yes.
Okay? That's acceptable, but I think there you miss the soft skills to convince the guy to take you and to take the risk that you will not be 100% fluent in French, etc.
Yes. Yeah. Here is the point.
We agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. Peut-il inscrire une formation? Peut-il inscrire une formation sur son projet professionnel? Yes, language.
Inscrit en formation et en lien avec son projet professionnel. Oui.
Should we not? I don't know, but can we put in that when you have time that you go to this psychoanalytic center? I don't know.
Psychoanalytic center.
The center I sent you.
Ah, yes. Yes.
I don't know. I don't really know what it is, to be very frank.
Maybe pour C4, but I'm not sick. C4.
Maybe what?
C4 pour s'il y a des problèmes
No, it's
psychologiques.
not psychiatric. Huh? It's psychoanalytic what I sent you.
Ah,
Totally different. Huh?
Oui.
It's not psychiatric. Psychiatric in Belgium, it's a doctor, and he will handle it with medicines.
Mm.
Psychoanalysis, it's not at all. It's more about.
Comprends.
It's not about
What you suffer.
social relations, attitude. It's not the same. It's totally different. Huh? No, I don't remember the name, but I think I sent you it.
Ok, oui, oui, je vois.
I'm not sure it's worthwhile to specify that here. What I suggest is that you take contact with the center, you explain what you're looking for, and maybe he will say, "Oh no, we are much more. You are not. It's not needed for you. What you have, it's maybe it's something you can improve by lecture.
Oui.
I have a book, say how to on body language and that sort of thing." I don't know. I'm not competent to do that. Est-il préparé un entretien de sélection pour la formation? Est-il préparé à l'entretien de sélection pour la formation? That's what it is.
Yes.
C'est l'entretien. Yes, okay. Étape recherche d'emploi. A-t-il désormais des outils de recherche d'emploi efficaces? CV, LN, tableau de suivi des candidatures, compte LinkedIn. Yes, but
Je fais LinkedIn,
what
Indeed,
you miss, what I miss, and it's what I miss, in fact,
tableau de
voilà, tableau de suivi de candidature, and what I miss, in fact, and it's my fault, I would have to insist it, it's that we should have worked much more on the SWOT. Because the SWOT is an easy way where you can put everything that we discuss.
Yeah.
I think what you can do by Friday, if you have time, is to prepare a SWOT. Because everything we said here, we can put it in short term in a SWOT.
Yes.
The SWOT avoid
Distraction.
a long discussion. The SWOT avoid a long discussion. It can be a short, very resume of what we discuss. And the advantage of a SWOT is that when you discuss with Vincent, and in the discussion you say, okay, I know that I have good competences, I know that I have with strengths, weaknesses, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, uh, I know opportunities, and the issue is maybe in opportunities, how to identify the opportunity that fit my profile, and the sweats is what you did. It's to target too high and with lack of soft skills, and then you don't reach the target. If you target too high with lack of some competences, you don't reach the target.
Yes.
Uh, I don't remember.
Weakness,
Yes, but
strength,
where do you put strengths and weaknesses?
strength, weakness.
Okay, strengths, relative weakness, of skills, identify.
Always weakness. I would say my writing skills.
Fit, that fit profile. In weaknesses, what?
My writing skills.
Okay, fine. In which
But but
language?
but
In French?
yeah,
Probably
French.
in French and Dutch.
Yes.
Okay.
But
And
within IT.
not in English.
Yeah.
In
Uh,
English?
no, not in English. But even how we call it, like with technology, I could handle it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
weakness,
Okay.
I could handle it.
I'm I'm not sure. I wouldn't put it as a real weaknesses because I speak Dutch, but it's very difficult for me to write in Dutch.
Yeah, but
And I use a corrector if I do.
yes,
But in Dutch, all speaking that all people, especially in business, when you speak Dutch with them, you exchange in English. You write in English.
yeah,
When I was working, I had Dutch clients, and when I had to make a report or to send a message, I always send it in English and reply in English. So it's not a big issue.
okay,
Or what we said so very often in Belgium, I say, oh yes, I have no problem to have a discussion in Dutch, but or what we say very often, everybody speaks his language. I speak Dutch, I speak French, he was speaking Dutch, and we communicate that way without any problem. Or we switch from one language to another. So
okay.
it's not so important. You will
No, because you know why? In business analyst, you have a lot of documentation.
yes, it's all in English.
Yes, you have a lot of documentation, and you have to write a lot.
Yes, but you want in English.
Yes, but even in English, in some point, I know the word,
Yes.
but spelling, I write it wrong.
Okay, so if you say writing skills in English, okay, but have it correct. No?
Yes, I so that I told you with technologies, I fix it.
I don't think. Threats,
Threats,
yes.
like I would say, like feeling loss. You know what I mean? Like tu me sens perdu. Uh,
Well, that's motivation.
yes, but what is threatening you?
Leaving,
Tricking you?
leaving, leaving, the tricking you is that you are not confident enough in what you are able to do, and your
Yes,
motivation declines.
yes,
Okay, normal.
and spend more time without finding. You just
More fun?
uh, you spend a lot of time without finding. Like
Yeah.
with age, I compare it. Like you spend 2 3 years and your age
I think you have a weakness that is a strength. No, it's a weakness. Is your social network.
weakness. Yes, even I'm very sociable. Je suis très. Hier, j'étais à la salle de sport. J'ai rencontré quelqu'un.
Hein?
Elle m'a dit direct, elle m'a commencé de parler, rigoler avec moi. Elle a dit, vous êtes très gentil, vous êtes. Après, elle m'a dit, donnez ton contact
Yeah.
pour parler, tu vois. Je sais pas, parfois, je comprends pas à moi.
Um,
Yes, I will tell you, most of the time I stay in my home, in my room. I don't go out.
that's what I
My,
mean.
my social network, if you told me who's your friend,
Yeah.
I will tell you almost one, two.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think
And I don't know.
that to be kind and to have a social network, it's two different things. It's two different things because to be friendly is a short term.
I have lot of experience of a friendly, but after I talk to them, then gone,
That's it. That's okay.
disparaît.
We agree. To be friendly is short term.
Yes,
It's of course the first. You have to be friendly to build a social network.
yes,
If you are unfriendly, you will not build a social network. Okay,
of
we
course.
agree. But once that step is done, the social network it's something that you develop.
Yes,
Uh, and I can only speak personally. Uh, I don't have. I don't have not such a big social network. It depends. I have a big social network, but
but
I
tu
don't think
grandis
I have.
ici, tu es né ici,
Huh?
tu es né ici.
Of course, much easier. But you mean that's it. Vincent Simonard that you are going to meet. I worked with him 20 years ago. Okay.
Ah, tu
Yeah.
travailles avec lui.
Yes. So when I met him last weekend and I said, by the way, Vincent, we didn't see each other for 20 years, but and it was very funny because he said, I know I had to meet somebody from Duo, but I didn't know who the mentor was. I didn't know it was you.
Oh là là.
So, and we had a very good contact when we met, and we just restarted the discussion as we met last week. Okay,
Ouais.
because that's a person with which I had a good contact. He wasn't a close friend because we didn't meet for 20 years. But we just started again, and he said, "Oh, that's good. No problem. I will meet Mohammed, etc., etc." So it's a part. He's part of my very large social
Journey.
network because I met him 20 years ago. We had good contact at that time, so I have no problem to call him and to say, "Make me a favor," but he's not a close friend.
Yes.
So you mean, but a social network is a lot of people that you can, and of course, it's much more difficult when you are not from the country. I totally agree with you, but compare. You met Anas,
Yes.
okay? He
I
arrived here also totally alone. Huh?
yes, I have contact with
He,
Anas.
he was at the university, and now he has already in Belgium a very large network. I don't know if his network are I think I don't know how many Belgian people are there, how many foreigners, how many people from his country. I don't know,
But his country is very big. A lot of from his community here.
he's
But he
he
told me how I large my session network.
exactly.
It was for him. For me, it's really strange. C'est très bizarre pour moi.
Ouais.
Parce qu'il m'a rencontré, il m'a dit, j'ai fait dating avec deux filles.
Oui,
Énormément. Elle a dit énormément. J'ai fait presque 30. Plus de 30. Elle a dit, ça m'a aidé pour de comprendre code de communication. Ça m'a aidé de comprendre la manière de style de communication and to get opportunity by there and there and there. But I told him, for me, because I will not say religious, conservative. I came from family conservative.
yeah, okay.
You understand what I
I
mean? For
understand what you
example,
mean, but
je peux pas aller au bar pour boire, bla bla bla, après être foulé.
oui, okay. Well,
Mais si tu partages pas avec des gens, elle va pas t'aimer. Elle va pas être amie, tu
oui,
vois.
okay.
Pour ça, je, je trouve que c'est
But
difficile.
I suspect that the psychoanalytic center, that's the sort of thing you can discuss with them. But it's not psychoanalysis, it's psychiatric. Huh? Psychiatric, it's an
Psychiatry.
hospital. Huh?
Yes.
I don't want to send you to an hospital. Huh? Don't misunderstand me. Huh?
Ouais, tu veux m'envoyer. Oh là 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 là.
Don't misunderstand me. Ok. Bon. Ouais. Pratique de réussite de recherche d'emploi, il manque un seul. C'est-il mettre à jour et les personnaliser en fonction de l'offre? Yeah, yes. Okay.
Oui,
You can adapt your motivation letter.
oui.
Dispose-t-il d'un modèle clair d'envoi de mail de candidature? Yes.
Ouais.
Est-il préparé aux entretiens d'embauche? Yes.
Utiliser.
Utilise-t-il des canaux de recherche adéquats? Yes.
Oui.
Est éligible à des aides à l'embauche?
Éligible d'utiliser embauche sur
I don't know.
maintenu sur son CV.
I don't know.
J'ai pas compris ça.
I
Aider,
understand what it said, but I don't know. Aide à l'embauche, that means
help you for interview.
No, companies get support to hire some profiles.
From government.
No, yeah, they get support from the government.
Yes, I had one interview.
Yeah, okay, but I don't know which they are.
I know. The first 3 months or the first 2 years,
Yeah,
the company, they don't pay tax
exactly.
on you.
That sort of thing.
And
Are you eligible for that?
Yes,
Okay, fine.
I am eligible and I apply for it.
Okay. You need to have the good age. You need to have the good papers, etc. You need to be
You know what
enrolled at
blocked me?
activists. You
Yes,
need to show that you are doing something to develop your competences. So you need to be enrolled in a school or university, etc. So there are a lot of criteria that I don't know, but it's
yes.
okay.
What here I missed, I had interview like five avec Better Business.
Yeah.
Si tu me rappelles, si tu me souviens, j'ai fait un entretien avec Better Business. J'ai fait 4. Après, le programme est sondé, on va accepter à cause on va chercher des gens jeunes pour commencer à travailler.
Oui.
Tu vas engager les premiers 3 mois. Tu vas apprendre, aidé par le gouvernement, par Bruxelles Information.
Oui, ok.
Après, si tu passes bien, tu vas prolonger 1 an. Si tu passes bien, prolonger 2 ans.
Ok.
Mais malheureusement, ils ont envoyé un mail. Votre français, c'est bien, c'est parfait, mais c'est pas fluide. On a cherché quelqu'un qui est fluide. C'est tout. Ça, c'est ça. Il m'a envoyé un email comme ça. Je sais pas, c'est un cues mais il m'a dit comme ça.
Yeah, but was that the truth or was it an excuse not to take you?
I think an accused not to take me because because in her company she took she give courses
Yeah.
to their employees to take Dutch, French.
Okay. It just I remember because you're speaking about that. You remember the mail that you showed me or the LinkedIn message? I don't know. Where
Ah,
the
with
guy
these
was
guys.
saying,
Yes, this
"Don't
her.
contact our company anymore and don't try to overpass to bypass the process, etc., etc." I was thinking of that because, and we don't need to pursue the discussion. It's just I never understood what went wrong. You see what I mean?
Well,
Because you see, they send you a
yes,
message,
yeah, I
don't bypass
understand.
the process, etc.
I
And
understand.
I still, and I was, what I wanted to understand, which code did you bypass
Ah,
that justify to send you that message?
the code. It was. Uh, I sent. I tried to contact. They told me there is no place for you,
Yes,
but I insist
yes, okay,
there is a place
yeah,
because what I see they post in LinkedIn each time we are looking for people in business, supply chain or business analyst.
yeah,
Generally, as a here as you said, which kind of job?
yeah,
When I applied, they told me you are not tolerate to do this kind of job,
yeah.
but you insist to want to have a place, so that this behavior of insisting not acceptable in our company.
So you bypass the code.
Yes,
Okay,
this
what we
is the
said.
yeah. It's not acceptable to insist and to
You
try
you
to.
bypass, you clearly bypass the code, but and I understand, but normally what would be a possible option to say, oh, in my social network, I know of a guy personally who worked there. Huh? Give him a call and say to him, make me a favor. Can you please just check uh, internally if you know if there's possibly a job? And can you maybe um, support my application to the HR manager saying, oh, I understand that you may not have a problem, but he is a good guy. I know him personally.
But I don't have this contact.
So you shouldn't have done anything. I
Yes.
have another, I remember me another case that I know had very strange. I had a mentee from Chechen, Russian, but he hated that we say he was Russian because he's from Chechnya, and
Yes.
he escaped from Chechnya because his father was again the Russian government, and they
Yeah.
say you better go. Okay, he arrived here. Uh, he wanted. It was a sad story. Enfin, not a sad story. He absolutely wanted to be a developer, but he was 30 years. Uh, he failed in the exam in his study in development, and you absolutely want to continue. And I say, look, guy, stop, because if you start again 3 years study, you will be 34, and you'll be in competition with young people that will be 22, 23. So it's not a good career for you. Okay,
This is what I don't want to be ended up in this situation.
exactly. So he was in his he was here for 1 or 2 years, and he already had some traineeship in a construction building company at Audi, the factory making Audi cars, and he was very happy there. He told me that was very happy. I say, why don't you go in that sector? because to be in the building sector, you have to be to build a house, need a lot of competences. Okay, I say,
Yeah.
oh yes, I have a very good contact with my last boss. I worked with him on in the construction, etc. Say, okay, contact him. He did that, and the guy said, okay, I will fix a meeting with you with our HR manager, a lady.
Yeah.
Okay, he went to the interview, and in the discussion, he told her, I hate Russian. They invaded my country. That's terrible. These are terrible people. And he just express a feeling that he had about Russian people. And then he
And
received,
she is Russian?
she was Russian. And then he received a message saying, no, your profile doesn't fit with us, etc., etc. I say, what happened? I say, call your friend. He called his friend. He said, yes, but she is Russian.
Oh my.
So you have to be very careful.
Imagine, je fais un entretien avec des Israéliens et je ne connais pas si lui israélien. Après, je dis, c'est bordel la merde,
Oui.
tu me fais comme ça avec. Après, elle m'a dit, je suis israélien.
So, you know, that you better avoid.
Yes.
Okay.
You pass the code, tu vois. Tu passes.
Bypass the code. Okay. Last thing. Momenti souhaite-t-il continuer à être accompagné par un autre organisme que Duo pour améliorer son autonomie dans la recherche d'emploi, renforcer sa confiance en lui, développer son projet entrepreneurial?
Oui.
You say yes. Which one? Et si oui, c'est-il où s'adresser?
Mais le projet d'entrepreneuriat, ça veut dire je peux faire mon own business.
No, un projet d'entrepreneuriat is to start a business.
Yes.
Then you go to Brussels. There is a very, very good support organization that called Brussels. I don't know what I can find. But you don't have a project. What it means, I give you the example of Anas. Anas is working for a company that has jobs in other companies.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
he's a developer, and that company say, oh, I have a job with you in company A, you go there, and you're doing company B. I have to contact him, by the way. He wanted to develop his own structure, so he can, instead of going through another company, he go directly to the client.
yes.
And to say, I have references, I work there, there, and there, and you have an independent, he has his own company. And so that is developing